Before you were born, God knows you. And there is a time frame on your calendar to get rich. Now, if you move ahead of time because you want to be rich, what is going to happen is that you are going to eat from the devil's table. Or if you are not eating from the devil's table, you are going to become a thief. Or you are going to follow what we call so-called money ritual. The God that created heaven and earth and everything that is in it, with all the riches aligned with God, created you, and you think he cannot bless you? No. How can a man prosper? How can a man prosper? Listen, we were created based on the foundation of God and trusted in the hands of nature. This is where we dwell. The earth is nature. The earth has its dominion to bless or to curse, to nourish your life unto favor and divine prosperity. One of the most important things about a man or a woman, a young man growing up, or there are times that in your life you have a project, you have something that you are doing, my brother, my sister. This is where you have to trust in the foundation of God's purpose for humanity. Listen to me. You must have faith in God. Your trust must be in God. Your faithfulness must be in line with God. Let me show you what pushes you out of the domain of God's blessing. Listen to me. Walk in divine wisdom. Work hard, but walk in divine wisdom. Seeking the wisdom of God in every step of your life. This is the only way your angels being released to you can function directly with you. Listen, as a young man, your purpose on earth is to follow your assignment. Sexual immorality is the most poisonous thing unto your soul and your garment of purity. Listen to me. If you do not adore God, if you do not honor nature, and if you do not pursue integrity, faithfulness, honesty, generosity, love, being there for people, and the most important thing, purity, you are far away from God and nature's blessing. Let's just imagine you don't even want to hear the word purity and love in your mind. Imagine a man who do not want to hear the language of purity and love in his mind. Imagine a woman who does not even want to hear the language of purity and love in her ears. If that person contacts a blessing, ask yourself, what will happen to this earth? This earth. What will happen to you and the people around your neighborhood or wherever you dwell? Until a man contacts genuine love, holiness, purity, you will be far away from blessing or prosperity. Because your soul already is dirty. And a dirty soul cannot attract any blessing when you are in debt. So, if you are seeking for prosperity, if you are seeking for divine blessing in God, please, you have to cleanse your soul Ask God for forgiveness. Adore nature. Love your brother as yourself. Let purity be the garment that you wear. You know, let me say this to those of us who does spiritual things and helps for people. Please be very careful the people you protect. If you are doing any direction with somebody and you assess or you see that the person's spirituality is low, or the person is pursuing unrighteousness, impurity acts, sexual immoralities, please don't stand in the gap for such a person. If you are doing any form of direction with anybody who is staining his or her gown of purity with sin, do not stand in the gap for such a person. Because what is going to happen to you, your spirit man is going to be attacked and you can break down. So assess the people that you take care of before you do what? You decide to do what? Help them. Now, let me say this. Young man, young woman, understand this simple principle in life, that you can never ever be rich in the agenda of God for your timing to be rich if you do not trust in God and follow purity and holiness. Love, and same love being pushed or being seen in you through the way you love nature. If I say nature, is everything God has created. That is how you attract the power of money. Money itself works with purity. Money itself works with divine direction. It has to be your time to be blessed before you can be blessed. Young man, young woman, there is no shortcut to prosperity. No, there is never any shortcut with prosperity. There is not. Don't laugh at my cap. There is no shortcut to prosperity. You see, before you were born, God knows you. And there is a time frame on your calendar to be prosperous or to get rich. Now, if you move ahead of time because you want to be rich, what is going to happen is that you are going to eat from the devil's table. Or if you are not eating from the devil's table, you are going to become a thief. Or you are going to follow what we call so-called money ritual. The God that created heaven and earth and everything that is in it, with all the riches aligned with God, created you, and you think he cannot bless you? No. Align yourself with purity. Be very focused on your purpose. Follow love, purity, holiness. These are the things that pushes you in prosperity. Never forget to be a hard worker. Work so hard that you yourself, you know you are working hard. In wisdom, following only the purpose of God, aligned in divine prosperity for your life. How do you attract the energy of prosperity? Love God, work in his kingdom. What I am doing is ministry. What I am doing is ministry. What you are doing in your church is ministry. You may not even be someone who goes to church, but in your community, you are impacting life. That is also ministry. Let's go to the Bible. Matthew 5, verse 8. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. What does this scripture means? Blessed are those that are pure in heart, for they shall see God. Listen, This agenda of God for your life simply means that God is your creator. And the heart that you possess, your act of life, will either draw you closer to God or far away from God. Is your heart blessed? You want prosperity. Is your heart blessed? You want prosperity. Are you walking in love? You want prosperity. Do you love your neighbor as yourself? You want prosperity. You want prosperity. You are sleeping with somebody's wife and you want prosperity. You are sleeping with somebody's husband and then you want prosperity. You are stealing from the government coffers and then you want prosperity. Your father, your mother is sitting in the position of government and stealing from government, and you people are enjoying, and then you think that is life. Listen, when karma catches up with you, a lot can go wrong. You can have a generation of sickless being born in your family. You will see money, but you cannot eat money. Dear young men and young women, there is no shortcut in life. You are either with God or with that thing, or eating from the table of that thing which is going to destroy your life in a way that you would have wished that you stayed in the domain of God. Listen to me. Let's look at another scripture. Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 3 to 5. It talks about sexual immoralities. All kinds of sexual immoralities. All kinds of sexual immoralities. That is what it talks about. I really wish I had known the right way to do this. It talks about sexual immoralities. The book of Thessalonians chapter 4 verse 3 to 5. It addresses sexual immoralities, impurity acts, and the worship of the devil. Listen, the Bible frowns on sexual immoralities. It all has to do with those ones, starting with those words I don't want to mention here. It starts with that. Sexual immorality is what limits you from the blessings of God. Sexual morality has the ability to put you in prison. It has the ability to cover your destiny and limit your purpose on earth. If you have something to do, there is something you want to achieve, my brother, my sister. Stay away from sexual immoralities. It brings you so tight. It ushers you onto the torment and onto the slavery of the devil. Sexual immoralities. It ushers you onto the domain of the devil and make you a slave unto his agenda against humanity. What are you looking for? You want to drive the best cars, serve God. You want to sleep in the best house, worship God. You want to travel all over the world within your purpose. Be faithful. Be faithful. Be filled with integrity. Be filled with love. Have the foundation of God in your heart for your life. Never ever be jealous of anybody. Always be content with what you have. Listen, the moment you stop being content with what you have opened the door of greed, and the devil's hand will come upon you and you will be manipulated. Do this, do that, do this, do that. Listen, there is nothing like Sikedro. No, it is not Sikedro. It is an exchange of your glory. Imagine you've been created to be one of the most richest people in the world. And then just at the age of 16 years, at the age of 20 years, at the age of 30 years, you already want money rituals. Then you go in for money rituals. You that is a millionaire, created as a billionaire, then you went into money rituals. What is going to happen? The devil is going to take your own glory and keep it for itself, and then give you crumbs of that your own glory. Also with the timeline and a trap for you to fall in, and then he destroys you. So, who is stealing from who? The Bible said the devil came to steal and to destroy. So, a billionaire, created as a billionaire, going to the devil for money rituals, what will he do? It is going to take your own glory, keep it to itself, multiply, break that blessing that you inherited from God, break it into pieces, keep it, and give you the crumbs, the little that is left, and tell you this is it. This is what we call Sikedro. My brother, my sister, there is nothing beautiful that's waiting and working so hard towards your time, your purpose of God for your life. Fall within the time frame of God and not outside or ahead of the time frame of God. Be in the middle. Allow God to lead you the way he wants to lead you. Be patient in life. There is no hurry in life. The more you are in hurry, the more you are heading towards your grave. Be content with what you have. I don't even know why this generation is full of money. Let me be seen on social media spreading money. Listen, divine wisdom, a man who walks within the purpose of God to achieve greatness, will never post money on social media. I'm daring you. A man who genuinely walks within the purpose of God, follows God's plan for his or her life, and have achieved all the stages, all the levels, and trust and pass all the tests of God, will never ever show money on social media. Why? Because every steps of the way with God, he teaches you, he guides you, he comforts you, he lectures you according to his own purpose for your life. God will use you to pass through all the rocky grounds, all the muddy grounds, all the tough grounds before he elevates you and presents you to the world. God will never bring you out if you are not fully cooked. No, it's not possible. So, every struggle you are passing through today, remember, your God is with you, if only you are with him. I am so burning in my heart that this message, every youth must hear this. There is no hurry in life. Your time will come. You that is watching me, you remember this video. The only way you cannot be blessed is when you go and lazy about. If you decide not to be creative with your talent, if you decide not to usher yourself into the domain of your own purpose, that is the only way the enemy can lure you into their kingdom. Please, never ever take purity for granted. Purity is the mandate into prosperity. Accept purity today and let it be part of your life. I want to say a special thank you to Nodness. Today I'm wearing your how do you call it? How would you call me? Am I Alaji? Alaji Tunde 1. So I present to you Alaji Albert 1. Yes. Can't understand you're the Nashigochki Fubu. So say. On the after north, direct from the north. Ba shegi, achema. Alikia emuduka. Alibabusa. God bless everybody. God bless you for watching this video. See you when I see you. The video is long. Thank you for watching.